from the groove across the entrance of the tomb. So she ran and went to Simon Peter and to the other disciple John, whom Jesus loved, and said to them, "They have taken away the Lord out of the tomb, and we do not know where they have laid him." So Peter and the other disciple left, and they were going to the tomb. Okay? Peter and John are going to the tomb. I don't know where the other disciples were, but it seems that Peter and John maybe have had a passion to get to the tomb that the others perhaps didn't have. All right? Then we get to verse 4. And the two were running together, but the other disciple outran Peter and arrived at the tomb first. Now, to outrun is not necessarily someone who's faster, but to outrun is to last longer, to endure. And what was it about John that made him outrun Peter? I mean, is it just that he wanted to show off how fast he is at running? How he can run a marathon and long distance? Or was John driven by passion? John may not have been a faster runner, but he was a more passionate runner. It was John that went to the cross when all the other disciples ran away. There was a passion in John that kept him going the longest in terms of ministry and age before he died. So today I'm asking about the passion you have for the ministry that God has called you, the ministries that God has called you to do. If the passion is waning, it's time to consider, Lord, am I in the wrong ministry? Should I hand this over to younger people who may have more passion and energy? Or is there something wrong in me, Lord? Or am I doing too many things I can't have passion for the things that I'm supposed to have passion for because other things are occupying my time? So I want us to ask that question. It's vital that each one of us knows our calling. But are you willing to outrun everybody else in your passion for Jesus? Are you willing to outrun for the ministry and calling that he's got for you? Even if there's no reward whatsoever or recognition on this planet, if all your reward for what you do is in heaven, will you still run with all your passion? No one even notices the things you do. You don't get someone standing on a leaders' day and honouring all the different leaders. You will be doing it without anyone knowing. Would you still be willing? So therefore, we must challenge ourselves. What is the motive for doing the things that I do? We're going to pray for the remainder of the time that's left. And in the groups, leader of the group, I'm going to ask you just to make two groups within your group. So we have two smaller groups of 3s and 4s. And we're going to pray. For the first few minutes, I want you to pray for yourself. And just to reflect on everything you've heard this weekend, or yesterday and today. Think about what I've just shared as well. If there are things that you're not passionate about, that you're not doing, or things that you are passionate about rather that you're not doing, and things that you're not passionate about that you are doing. If that's the case, then I need to look at myself and say, Lord, I need to change something here. But you were the one that filled out the 7 sheet, the 7-fold ministry. If something needs to change, then we need to do that. So in our groups, we'll spend the first few minutes praying for yourself. Then after that, I'm going to ask you to pray for each other. So if there's 3 of you, 2 of you pray for one, then 2 of you pray for one, then 2 of you pray for one, yeah? So that everyone gets prayed for. And we can finish this retreat in prayer together now. Praise God.